we have with us Nikhil.
Nikhil. Look for me, either me throwing volleyballs or being here and or like
I will.
finding a different person.
We will link his socials. We will link his socials, whatever he's comfortable with linking at the bottom of today's video in the caption, so you can go and look him up there. Okay, the reason why I have Nikhil on my show today, or Nick, which one you prefer?
Whichever else.
Okay, whatever. No, it's your name. You get a pick.
My name is fine.
Okay, so basically the reason why I invited Nikhil to be on today's show is because I first knew him as a very down-to-earth, humble person. And then Nikhil actually comes from a family that runs a family business. So I have some very interesting questions for him.
She basically asked me to spill the tea.
Spill the tea, spill the beer, spill the coffee, spill whatever that he's comfortable spilling, okay? Okay, so I am curious when, okay, so I know you grew up in this environment, this family environment, and it's normal to you, just like how everybody of us think that our own family is like the norm, right? And then after that, was there a point in time when you found out that you were financially privileged compared to?
Okay, so growing up, you always can tell sometimes things are different. And I mean, granted that there's privilege and all that, people always say, you grew up like that. To me, it's very simple. When I finally understood it, was like, like school, primary school, it's like, just simple things like going to the canteen, right? Being able to buy a
recess
drink
time
or something like that, right? And then you realize that some of the peers, they couldn't do that well. So it's like, I did not go to those fancy international schools. Not people go to.
He went to normal school.
I went to normal school.
He's a normal person.
Honestly, Singapore education system.
That's true.
Whether it's whichever school you're in, it's all the same, especially in the beginning. So just simple things like that. That's when you realize, and then when you go and buy something, and then your classmates will be like, oh, okay. And then they just couldn't, and then that's when you
realize that
there's a small difference. But I mean, of course, growing up, until reached a much later stage, and you can really realize what it is. I mean, my kind of person, like, I've never been very not very extravagant in terms of what I like to wear. What I have two interests, and that's where I choose to.
Bowling.
Yeah, bowling. That's one thing which I'm guilty of.
Drinking.
Really, not so much. Bowling more guilty, but like
bowling more guilty.
Bowling very guilty. I'm too guilty already.
Because actually good bowling balls are actually quite expensive.
So
good bowling gear.
Yeah, so I'm very guilty of that.
Very guilty.
And, so other than that, it's more or less.
But it's a sport, right?
It's a sport, but it's also a sport that if you have a bigger budget, you can generally be able to afford better. The newer and fresher equipment is always changing. It's technical aspect. I'm not going to bore you all the details, but bowling generally, if you have more budget to blow on it, there's a chance you will be.
But I think for sports, right, it's more or less like that.
I mean, for
most sports,
anything you do, right? Honestly, the bigger budget you have to blow on it, the better it will be.
You get freedom of choice.
You get a lot more choices.
Yes, a lot more options. Okay, for those of you guys who have your earphones, just mute for a bit. I'm going to shift the mic so you might hear some. I'm going to shift it closer to Mr. Nikhil.
Okay.
Mr. Nikhil. Oh my goodness.
No.
Okay, my next question. What is the biggest? Okay, we talk about. I always like to talk about blessing and challenges. Right? What is the biggest blessing of being a financial privilege?
Everything is always you have choices. You have freedom of choices. Even simple things like going to a supermarket, you can buy a more premium brand or whatever ingredient.
Basically, you are not constrained by your budget. Right.
No matter what, you still are to a certain extent.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, even if there is better financial situation, there's never anything as an infinite financial situation.
Of course.
You can't, everything is about rationalization in a sense. To maintain also you have to be careful. You can't
Mm.
just blow everything out on crazy things. So I mean, yeah, the biggest thing is always options, freedom of choice. You are less restricted. I wouldn't say you're not restricted. I would say you are less restricted. So if you're less restricted, then there's a lot more, there's choices is a blessing. The biggest curse of everything, however, I feel like this curse does not only apply to, more privileged people or less privileged people. I feel like this curse is a universal curse to everyone.
Yeah.
You never know what the next person standing next to you wants from you. You never know. You never understand because you never understand what the person is thinking. I'm trying to say that I can always try to say I understand. I know how to, the psychology of people. I did psychology last time for a while, but I mean, you can always say you understand what they're thinking, but you never know. Human behavior is so diverse. You can't understand it. So the biggest curse doesn't only apply to, but the biggest curse to everyone out there. You don't know what the person wants from you. See, for people who bigger budgets or more financially privileged, a lot of people are looking for the money.
How do you
And
tell?
you will never deny that they are around that. How do you tell? You have to give it a chance. You can't just. We're all human. You can't just like close off to the entire world and live in your own little bubble and be like, you know what, this is what I'm gonna be. This is who I am. I'm not gonna talk to anyone. I'm not gonna do anything. You will eventually get really bored.
That's true.
Humans need attention.
Humans need connection.
They need connection, need attention. So if you don't give it a chance, you'll never know. I mean, of course, you give it a chance and then you start to do your filtering. I mean, I would say I'm very lucky. I'm always open book. I don't keep things very private. Like I'm very lucky that I have a lot of people that are there, no matter what. So it's like the only reason why I would have found all these people also is because give it a shot. You don't give it a shot, how are you gonna know?
Yes.
So you have to always go into everything with open mind, but also do your worst case scenario preparations. Mental preparations or worst case scenario.
Mental preparation. Yeah, okay. I get what you mean. But I do think that we're not just about finances now. Like what Nikhil said earlier. It can be power, it can be influence, it can be finances, it can be anything else.
It can even be like skills, it could just be like,
yes, correct.
It could be like you go to school, right? There's this person who's damn good at math. You just want them to do your math homework for you.
Yeah, it can be anything. So the thing about it is that when you have something more to give, right? It's
everyone has their own talents. Everyone always has a positive that someone else is gonna try to explain. It's like I just said, you go to school, someone can be super good at math.
then you're like, hey, be my best friend.
So like you try to be BFFs with that person, either they
that is
teach you math.
That is terrible.
They teach you, at least if you ask them to teach you math, it's not so bad. But there are those people who become friends with you just so that you do their math homework for them, like so like
that's a bad for me.
Yeah, so I mean like, but there are always those people who do that. They're always like, the famous people who go to school will be like, can I copy your homework?
You. Okay, to be frank, I think once or twice, I think it's fine.
Yeah, and then there are people who do it every day.
Every day, I will be like, no. But I'm not smart enough for people to want to copy my homework, so it's okay. So I was like, okay, I'll know you want to copy my homework. I also want to go and copy people's homework, but I will ask that, like, for example, like, what do you use to solve this equation or whatever?
I can tell you what the biggest scammers are. People who go to you and be like, can I compare?
I won't say some vulgarity.
Those are the biggest scammers because they have either they probably not done it. They just take your paper and like compare. Oh, okay. Then. Yeah, honestly, those are the biggest scammers.
Like, use your eyes to capture what the person is doing.
It's like, we just see, because I think you're better at it. So, cozy up a bit. Then, I'm not going to copy. I've done it already. I just want to, use it to check back.
I want to see what method you use to solve the equation.
Check back.
All that kind of nonsense. Okay, lovely.
What kind of essay you wrote? All kind of nonsense. Those are the biggest scammers.
Yeah, but essays are very hard to copy. Math is the easiest. Math and science.
You can get an idea out of it.
Oh yeah, like a storyline and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Disgusting. Okay. Okay, now it comes to against my next question. This one I ran through with you also. What is the biggest what is the biggest lesson in wealth management that your parents taught you?
Okay, it's my dad told me when I was growing up, you can do anything you want, you drink, you smoke, do whatever nonsense, you want, party. Something you never do. Do not gamble. No gambling.
So your dad is very firm about that.
I'm willing to say that if I gamble,
He will disown
I
you.
get this one.
Okay, but
yeah.
Nikhil's method of gambling means like you want to tell a story about the
So yeah. So once we went home with a Toto and a 4D ticket. Right? How I got this ticket, you know, sometimes we go for weddings and all, and then like they just like give an envelope and it's like here's the Toto ticket, you know,
like in yeah.
Like it was a friend's wedding or whatever. So free my kid and I went back home and I was tired. Put everything on the table, went up, went over, went to take a beer, and I'm sorry.
Okay, that's how
Why are you
strict
buying 4D?
that is.
No, I was like, I didn't buy
and
4D. I came from a wedding that did. Because he himself goes for weddings, he himself has seen things like that.
I'm sure.
But he's the kind that also, and I'm pretty sure that if he had it, he would have either just lost it or like thrown it away or whatever. Just like, I don't know why.
He may have brought it home with him like you did because he was tired and he emptied his pockets or whatever. But
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he doesn't check the results.
Check the results.
Yeah, precisely. He wouldn't.
Because we have seen a lot of people, you know, especially in the business world, he's seen a lot of his peers that he started doing business with. A lot of them were doing well, and then they went down because they started casino. Once they got very addicted to casinos, they started losing, and eventually became lost.
They lost everything.
Yeah, so he's seen a lot of businesses go bust like that. A lot of people have gone bust like that. So that's his biggest role.
Yeah.
You know, and there are some people that tell you gamble within your means. I mean, there's one thing.
It's an addiction.
But sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get out of your means, which is where.
But gambling is meant to be addiction.
So his style is
just don't touch it.
Just don't do
it. Just don't do it. I'll disown you.
Yeah,
but gambling is meant to be
addictive. So the about wealth management, another thing is also he's not a very one thing I don't play stock market. A lot of people don't gamble, it's one thing, but they play stock. They play shares. And you know, that's not how you make money. That's not how fast money is not a thing. But I didn't understand this. So a few years ago, I wanted to try it still. I don't believe.
Let me give you a try, but you had to do a lot of homework.
Yeah, I wanted to give it a try. I did a lot of homework. And then I wanted to try it for it. No, so just let me try. Alright, try.
Like you have a cat for yourself.
I have a cat for yourself. Try. So, okay, fine, you try. I mean, I did well. I did not lose, but in the end, I saw how fast the thing goes up, and I realized I don't have the stomach for it.
Yes.
People who do this as a full-time job, I have no idea how people do it. But seriously, when you watch numbers go up and down,
your heart rate
also go up and down, and then you all sleep. I don't know how you all do it. You're crazy boy.
Okay. I've talked to a lot of investors. This one I will clarify. Investing, there are many different types. That's what he says, which is a buy sell type. So you watch it and then your heart goes like
buy sell type. There are a lot of those holding types now.
Yes, the holding types is you look at it for 10, 20, 30 years. So that one your heart will go up and down. But that one you need to do a lot of homework.
But now you see a lot of people, I mean the buy sell type, you see like the Bitcoin, the Luna coin, the famous one.
Luna. I feel like, do you know when they first thought the Luna coin, the first thing I thought, in Singapore there's like a clubbing dancing place called Luna. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, this is not a good omen,
The actual coin, then just suddenly I know it just went boom.
Yeah, I know it's not a good omen, but you name it after a club. Luna coin. I was like, Luna is not.
And there's Dogecoin, which is named after the little dog.
Yeah, but it's so dodgy. It's kind of Dogecoin.
Dodgy coin.
Yeah, it's dodgy coin, right? Yeah. Loony coin, dodgy coin.
Exactly. No. But yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, some people do very well in this market.
I think you really you see, I think there are many different ways to make money, right? And at the end of the day, you just need to find a way that suits your temperament and your expertise.
Yeah.
So what are you good at? what do you have experience in, and then you go from there.
I'm a low risk person. I do not.
Yeah, so you took those like a slow and steady type.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then that's his temperament. There are some people with very high risk appetite, and of course, then you must be prepared to lose everything also lah. Yeah. Okay, last question about you and your fam. What is the biggest misconception people have about you when they realize you come from the financially privileged?
When the general misconception is straight away you look at someone and like, wow,
I mean, okay, to be
they
frank,
must be such a snob. They haven't.
when I look
But they have an
at
attitude problem.
Nikhil doesn't like he say he doesn't. He's not like dripping in branded wear. Okay, so he doesn't go around like hey like that. He doesn't do that. So it's quite hard to tell.
There are a lot of people when they find out, they're like, if they find out from years from the start, the misconception is like, okay, I need to like be careful around this person because they're a bit of an
Really?
egotistical maniac. I mean, it's kind of stuff. I mean, it's a general thing. No one will say it to your face, but
Are you sense it?
it's not really you will sense it. It's just something that you know is going to happen.
Really?
You just know,
All right.
you know. But I mean, at the end of the day, right, you just
Just be yourself.
honestly, if you always go anywhere with genuine intentions and genuinely try, and you don't have to.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't have to do anything, you have to behave in a certain way. I mean, generally, I'll admit I do have ego. I am sometimes crazy fella
I think most
mentality.
people have that side.
But I mean, does it? Where does it come from? You never know. No. So that's the misconception. That's the biggest one. It's like always, it's like, you know, they always have a misconception that, you know, these people.
Rich people is like that.
Yeah,
There's a rich people is like that, but it's not
no,
true.
it's not only that. It's not everybody. There's always a person that's like that. Anything you do also just because the person there. You know, it's like if you see a pretty girl walking down the road, like you see a pretty girl, or that girl's probably a bimbo or
yeah, I get what you mean.
or
Like people
bitch,
judge
something like that.
based on like the
or like the person just, you know, they're just rude, snobby, you know, they like, you know, if they don't see like a $10,000 watch in a wrist, not gonna talk to you. You see, there's that misconception.
I get what you mean, yes.
Yeah, there's always misconception. Depends on everything. Anything that, you know, someone is doing well in, there's always going to be a negative connotation attached to it.
Because so we have our own filters, right? I'm sure you have yours. How when those filters come up, how do you actually like kind of tone it down or tell yourself, Nikhil, this is what it looks like, but it may not be like that. How do you?
I don't.
I
don't. I just do things my way. I do things the way I think I should do them. I have confidence in myself. You know, like, you know, I'm not being an idiot. As simple as that. But I'm confident I'm not being an idiot.
You're not being an idiot.
So if people want to assume that I am, then
when you look at other people, sometimes you do you have judgment or you practice not doing that?
I mean, I refrain from it.
Okay, so how do you stop yourself? Is that something that you?
It's just like you don't want to be judged.
Okay, I get what you mean. It's kind of like, okay, I don't.
Don't get me wrong, I am a very big gossip. I love to gossip. I love to gossip.
But all this is off camera, okay, people. You're not going to be privy to that. Sorry.
I love to gossip and all, but it does not mean that, like, you know, I see someone, if I go to actually like
judge them,
speak to a person or meet a person, you won't judge them from the start. But after that, there will be gossip.
Now I fear for my life. Okay, maybe after that you can gossip for me.
Gossip, sure.
I don't know. Yeah, tell me what gossip you want to tell me. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
I'm very interested in my own gossip.
You'll never know.
This is another thing that I realized about people who are good at keeping secrets. You never know what they will say about you, so it's better just to behave properly. Okay. It's time for the trio of questions. The trio of questions.
Very cute tree.
Yes. Nikhil said he found this interesting, so I hope. Just pick any. We will do maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, just 4. Okay. This is not total of 4D, okay?
Gambling.
Gambling, these proper questions, okay? Okay, what do you think the world needs more of?
The world needs more of.
Yeah, well, deep question.
What do I think the world
After a whole day in the office, Nikhil is like,
the world needs more of one thing. The world needs more. I have two answers to this. One is a very, very mean answer, common sense.
Maybe you like a fist bump.
Common sense. There
Because
are so
common
many
sense is
people,
not
right?
online
Then you
anymore.
just look at them. You're like,
Why?
Why?
Why do you do that?
it's not about why do you do it, just why? You just look at them and like, what was going through
Why?
your head?
When you
Like,
did
what
that?
was your thought process? Is there not to throw shit?
There was no thought process.
You know, there are always a lot of people who do a lot of random things. And you're just like, why? What? And
Why?
then after that, they like regret. And I'm like,
Obviously.
yeah. Why? You just get speechless. So common sense is one of them. Second thing I think the world needs more is a bit more loving and all, it's a bit more forgiveness and a bit more understanding because a lot of people are very rushed to pass judgment. They're very rushed to hold a grudge and all. So let go.
Mm.
You know, letting go will cause a lot of easier things. And letting go not only about letting go when people do something to you, letting go of your own ego to apologize, to say something. That's one very big thing that you're going to learn. I mean, I'll put it that way. Even I have that problem sometimes. I'm not gonna deny it. Even when it comes to common sense, I can tell you sometimes I also do something and then I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, why?
Nikhil, why?
Why? Explain.
Nick, why do you do that? Then you look at yourself in the mirror, no explanation.
Explain.
No explanation.
And just stare in the mirror. Question mark? So yeah, if you ask me the world needs more, my big first answer is always common sense.
That's true.
I always have this running joke. Okay? The world's biggest pandemic was not COVID-19.
What was it?
The world's biggest pandemic is stupidity. Always there's no cure for that.
I really think that's very interesting. You know, individuals, right? We are smart, but then we band together sometimes.
Oh, people do collective idiots.
Yeah. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
It's a phenomenon. I don't know why.
No, it's just,
As individuals, you know, he's so smart. I'm so smart. Yeah, so probably the three come together become idiots. You know, the
so
three.
there's an Indian movie called The Three Idiots.
There is?
Quite a funny movie. Yeah.
There is?
I never watched it, but
Okay.
I don't understand.
It's like a dumb example.
It's actually funnier.
Okay, we will. You can go and catch it if you want to. You
Yeah.
can check it out. Okay, we will do one more question, and
Okay.
then
Shall take.
whichever, and then we will do the game. Oh, this is interesting. What is the one thing you think everyone should do at least once in life?
The one thing everyone should do at least once in their
Yeah.
lifetime.
Anything.
Honestly,
Yeah, it can be an experience.
solo travel.
That one I agree.
I have done a lot. I've done a lot of solo traveling for various reasons, whether it's work or whether it's war or whatever, or even as just a breather. I think that solo traveling is a different experience, helps you find yourself a lot more. And it also removes, whenever you travel with a group, right, you always have to, like, you need to kind of like,
Jaga everybody.
not really jaga everyone, more like, there's a group consensus, let's say you want to go skydiving randomly.
Yeah.
If the other 10 people are like, are you mad? Difficult for you to go skydiving.
I see. You need to get with the program.
I mean, someone like me, my character is like, I want to go and do it, I will go and do it. But not everyone is like that. I want to go and, do this when I'm with a group. I will leave the group for a while and I'll go and do it.
I think that's fine.
But that's me, but not everyone will do that. So, I mean, solo traveling is just an eye-opening experience. It teaches you how to be alone, teaches you how to figure yourself out, teaches you all the things you have to do. Yeah, it opens your eyes to a lot of new experiences. Solo traveling, always go for solo travel. At some point in your life, try to go for one. But the best places to do it, if we're talking about, try not to do it in Asia. Try to go
where would you recommend?
far. Europe is a good place to go to many, many countries. US is also decent because you got a lot of states. But like I would say, if you're gonna do it more in like Europe, the US, because I would not say go to Africa. I would not say, or even Australia, New Zealand can, but I mean, I would not say don't go Africa, don't go South America. It's not about anything else. These places are gorgeous and nice, but solo traveling is a slight safety issue.
I think especially for females.
Yeah, there's slight safety issues. Go to places where generally a little bit more safe.
Yeah, I think for men it's slightly easier, especially I think Nikhil is quite tall, so it actually helps if you are bigger in stature.
Of course it does. I mean, it's just
It's still safety.
safety issues.
True.
Try not to have a solo backpacking trip around those places.
Yes.
And I would say Asia is everywhere in Asia is about the same.
Yeah, I mean, if you are just trying it out, you're scared, you can do Asia first, and then you can like, expand out after that.
Yeah.
Okay, that is great. Now we come to the game part.
See a flower.
Yeah, this is the last segment of the show. Okay, this is a game. I think those of you guys have seen it already. So you will spin it, and then this is the pointer. Okay, you spin it, and then you see. Nikhil's like, what is this? Come on, spin it.
I am safe.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, we'll see. Okay, technically we usually spin 3 times. Okay.
Oh God, I'm so happy being safe. Also happy being safe.
You can be safe 3 times, you never know.
And then shower song.
Sing your shower. Do you have a shower song to
No,
sing?
I don't actually. I'm really stoned because I'm too tired.
And working hours usually like how long do you spend in office? You're safe,
I'm
okay?
safe.
Nikhil is meant to be safe today. Yeah.
A safe person.
Yeah, it's true.
So the scariest thing I've seen all day.
Why? It's not. It's like can you imagine like 3 cute poses? How is that scary?
I don't know how to do a cute pose. I'm the guy that just stoned.
No, it's okay.
No,
Because
I just
if you don't want to do any of that, we will hit you with the very painful hammer.
How is it painful?
It's a joke lah, bro. So painful, you know. Sounds
It's a good
painful.
massage.
Sounds painful. Okay, so now
I
Nikhil
should
is
never
saying
get my hands on that hammer. I will start bonking people left, right, center.
it will be. It's very fun, lah. I think
Yes.
so.
I
But
just
it
go
doesn't,
around and bonk.
and the sound is very loud. Even though-
Especially my mother. Throw pillows at her. I walk through the door, I see my mom chilling on the couch and just
I don't want to show she will be like
she just whine. Then she try to throw it back, but
she can't even be bothered again. She's like,
she has like a lot of pillows around her, so she has them.
but to throw to the
Yeah,
point
too
where
much
she
effort.
she's like I'll just make a token and like
Too much effort.
Okay, thanks so much. I'm so I'm kind of glad and not glad also that you are safe. Actually, what is the one that you think will be the most scary for you? I'm not gonna ask you to do it since you did 3 spins.
Yeah. What is the? I don't know. They're all like not something that I know how to do.
What do you mean?
I mean, this would be the easiest one for me, to be honest, because everyone will be like, for what? But sure.
Call a friend and borrow money. I think you.
Everyone will be like, for what? But sure. Like, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, okay, fine.
Actually, there was another one that I took off the menu. It was call a friend or somebody that you're kind of awkward with. You know, you have those kind of acquaintances where you are kind of awkward with them.
Yeah.
And then say something like, I love Taylor Swift.
The person will just go, what?
Yeah, I had somebody do it once, and it's like the tagline was I love Blackpink.
So I'll just call and be like, what?
So he
But I would admit now, if I had something like that, I would cheat. I would call someone I'm actually close to, do that, put down the phone and send her a text.
But the other guest did it right. He was very sporting well, so he actually called his boss. And then he was like, hey, then he hang up.
Oh no, his boss record.
The boss came calling back, but he's a part-timer at a craft beer place.
Oh, okay,
So-
so it's fine. His boss should be
Yeah, the
chill.
boss is very chill. Also. I mean, the boss is like my age one, so
Yeah,
so
the boss
very
should be
chill.
very chill.
Yeah, very chill. So the boss just goes like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, thanks so much for being on today's
No
show.
worries.
Thanks for being open and authentic and real. We will link his whatever socials that you want to link at the bottom of this video, or maybe not, whatever he chooses. Okay. And then we will see you at the next episode of Same Same but Different. This was Nikhil. Bye.
Bye.